Good afternoon, everyone. Treasure Troller here from the militant state of Michigan, where Gretchen Whitmer, our governor and dictator, enacted a law specifically targeting Treasure Troller so he cannot drive and vlog at the same time. So I've got a really off-the-wall, down a really freaky rabbit hole thought. It'll never happen, but you never know. So Biden's approval rating, it honestly can't get much lower. For the most part, you've got some Democrats that are going to always, or some people that are always going to vote Democrat, and he might be at that foundational voting block. This whole indictment thing really hasn't worked the way the Democrats thought it would, where people would become disenfranchised with Trump and start looking elsewhere. That hasn't happened. Trump's approval rating is up. Trump's approval rating is up. And I have no doubt that Republicans, given the choice between Trump and Biden, are going to vote for Trump. But now you have the independent voters in there. And this is where the Joe Biden baller move comes in. I think the independent voters are a little bit smarter than your partisan voters. They're going to kind of look into things more because they believe their vote counts, or they want their vote to count. So as this whole Trump thing unravels, they're going to see that it is just more of a political stunt. It's like saying I can beat. It's like Biden saying, "Oh, I could beat Trump, any day of the week and twice on Sunday," but yet they got to put him in. They got to put him in jail or lock him into all these court dates over very, shall we say, process crimes. Nothing very serious. And I know most Republicans know it, and I think a lot of the independent voters, once this shit starts coming out, are going to see that. And they're not going to vote Democrat. And they'll probably, with all this other stuff coming up with Hunter and Joe, that's probably not looking good. So here's the baller move. Here's the move that maybe keeps Biden as a candidate and actually wins him some independent voters and gets him and Hunter and whatever off the hook. He should pardon Donald Trump right now. He should come out and pardon Trump. Come out and say, a lot of this stuff, it's just kind of ticky-tack. They want to say the biggest case that we have against them is the documents case. I had documents, and I was vice president. Maybe I wasn't even allowed to take them home, but I took them home. So let's just get all this nonsense out of the way. That stops Trump's popularity, probably stops a lot of the campaign money coming in. Independent voters are going to go, Joe's kind of seeing things the way they really are. He's going to take us, be above the politics. He's going to kind of do what's right here. Go back to when we just sort of let bygones be bygones kind of thing. We didn't go after our opponents. We get back to that. He's not going to really lose any Democrat votes. Some of the liberal Democrats that are in office right now probably wouldn't like it, wouldn't be happy with them, but it definitely keeps his foot in the door for being president again. I think that really kind of solidifies that, because people are going to look at that and say, the dude's trying to do what's right here. If it was Gavin Newsom, man, they would be throwing 10 more indictments at him or whomever. So he's trying to do what's right. We'll give him that chance to run again. And then also, and the worst part of this, Of course, now, maybe this also helps get him pardoned along with Hunter. The whole thing, people will be a little bit, hey, Joe kind of let things go. Now it's time that we let Joe and the family off the hook a little bit. Get back to, even ground, level ground. But it does one more thing, too. One more thing. Donald Trump will owe Mac Daddy Joe Biden. He will owe him. Going onto a debate stage with him saying, I'm your daddy. Who's your daddy, Donnie? Who's your daddy? Who kept your ass out of jail? So I think a baller move by Joe Biden would be to pardon Donald Trump right now. What a shitstorm he would cause. And he'd come out looking pretty good. At least I think so. So that's the Treasure Troller saying aloha and good day.